Today, I'm gonna get you guys to start hitting your drivers like this. That's the goal for today. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another 400 yards video here. Gonna be doing something a little different. Not gonna be out on the course, not gonna be playing a scramble, not gonna be trying to break par. And exactly like the title says, today we're doing 5 tips on how to hit your driver further. First, we'll start with your setup. So we'll start with that. I should probably put a ball in the tee, that's a good idea. So for myself, and I know everyone does this when they're hitting driver, obviously you have the ball further up in your stance. Me, generally, I don't have it so far up that it's on my front foot, but I try to put it right on the inner part of my thigh here so that I catch the ball a little deeper in my swing, so that I have more of a right to left action to it. So that helps me not to come across the ball and slice it left to right. Also me, I like to flare open my front foot a little bit, help me clear my hips a little better. Okay, now I'll hit one. So your stance, where the ball is at in your stance, I put it off the inner part of my front leg. So next, we'll talk about where you line up the face on the ball. So lining up the face on the ball, people think you're supposed to line it up right in the middle. When you rest that club head on the ground, people think you're supposed to line it up right in the middle, where you'll usually have like a marker for the center of the head on your driver head. What I found that really works for me, and I've seen a bunch of other people say it too, is I'll hover that driver head in the middle, and then when I put it down, it's lined up on the toe. That helps me know that when I'm making contact with the ball, I'm gonna be fully extended, and I know that center of the club head is gonna hit the ball. If I line it up on the center, rest it on the ground in the center, when I swing and extend, I'm hitting the heel every single time. Your stance, where you line it up in your stance, and then we had the setup of the driver head. So next, I'll make these 2 steps in one, really. I want you guys to try to have a fast backswing, all right? And something that'll help with this too is if you get your hips going first. If you throw your hips hard, then the rest of your body's gonna naturally just follow. The harder you throw your hips, the faster backswing you're gonna have. So after that, again, this is gonna be 2 steps in one. After your fast backswing, I want you guys to try your best to take a pause up at the top of your swing, okay? Because something that happens with a lot of people is they'll get here and they'll immediately want to come across with their upper half, okay? So we'll call this step, we'll call it body disagreement. This is one of Luke's words that we use here. So what I mean when I'm saying that is my hips go first, which forces my upper half to go, and then I gotta fire those hips right back to force that upper half to whip right back through. So I'll slow down this swing for you guys. I'll take a swing real quick and then we'll put it in slow motion so you can see it. That'll be a far one. Yeah, 328, 345. That body disagreement step really actually helps you with our first step too, like with your alignment on the ball. Because like I was saying, if you're up here and you let your upper half get ahead of everything, you're just gonna be swiping right across the ball and just getting that slice flight and that slice spin. Okay, here I go. Oh, that was a good one. 179, 312, 329. All right, so we've done 3 steps so far. So 4, we're gonna say hitting up on the ball. Hitting up on the ball does a lot of good things for us. The main ones, it reduces spin, which gives us a more penetrating flight through the air. So like with your irons, you want to hit down on it because that'll give it a lot more spin, be a lot more accurate, it'll hold the green better, all that stuff. But with a driver, we're just going for distance here. Obviously, we always want to hit it straight and put it in the fairway, but main thing is we're going for distance. .304, 314. So one thing you can do, this is what I do to make sure I'm hitting up on the ball. In my setup over the ball, I'll emphasize the weight on my back foot and my back leg. That really makes sure that in my backswing, I'm sinking into that back leg, and see how I'm naturally just starting to have like a positive attack angle toward the ball. And that way I'll end up hitting right up on it. So let me hit one real quick, try to demonstrate that. That was a good one. 345 carry, 354. So our fifth and final step here, we're gonna say, for all of our baseball fans out there, we'll say swing to right field. So that'll get us more of a draw pattern going. For lefties, you swing to left field. So that's really just having a positive club path after you make contact with the ball. I'm gonna just like go off script. So with that, pausing at the top, that's giving your body time to really load up that shaft so that you can whip it right through. So when we have that fast backswing, something I do, I know long drive guys do it too, is to get that extra torque, is they'll actually lift their front foot like I do too. You'll see in the videos. It actually lets you get a little more torque back here. And this is probably more than I go originally already, but since I'm slowing it down, I'm actually able to do it. So with that being said, when you're back here and you're pausing, again, that's giving your body time to really load up the shaft and get ready to whip it right through. So you load it up, then as soon as those hips start going, you start falling into that back leg, you'll just automatically start going. And I want you guys to think about having your hands beat the club head to the ball. That way, and also swing at the bottom. Do not unload that shaft too quickly, or else, like I keep saying, you're gonna just swipe right across the ball. You gotta be here. Let your body do it, let your body do it, let your body go. Go, go, poof, and then go. That's where you want to apply the force, right at the bottom, toward the ball. 310, 318, 180